Alright guys, as you can see, I have gotten this all taken care of, and I went ahead and primered it just for a temporary primer, but what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to take the grinder here and I'm going to grind down these welds, and we're going to smooth it out a little bit. I'm using the hard wheel, and then I'll go through and I'll actually use the soft disc to kind of smooth it up a little bit. So anyways, we're going to do some of that. When you're changing out your ends and stuff, make sure you're unplugged. Make sure your tool is unplugged. Whether it be a power drill or whatever it is, make sure that it's unplugged, because you don't want to end up accidentally Okay, now that we've got that done, see, that's nice and solid compared to what it was. That's really, really good compared to what it was. Okay, I will have to take my body hammer and kind of knock this out a little bit. If I can reach it. It's a little better. It's not too bad. Once this gets the filler on it, it shouldn't be too totally terrible. I'm gonna have to go under here a little more, because I wanna get that a little bit straighter. So I'll bap it with this a little bit more to get those knocked down some more. And another one bites the dust, of course. Anyways, I know it's kind of getting dark, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, obviously, take my glove off here for a second. Yep, got me pretty good, but it's okay. It could have been worse if I wouldn't have been wearing no gloves. Remember that. Remember that. Before I actually body filler this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean it really good with a little bit of reducer. What it'll do is it'll clean it up really good, and it'll make it a little bit better for it to stick to. You'll get most of the crud off of the metal, but it won't eat up whatever paint and stuff is on there completely. But it's a good idea to use something to clean your surface with before you go and you put your body filler on. It makes it a little bit better for it to stick to it. And this is warm reducer, so it'll evaporate pretty fast too. But like I say, you could use lacquer thinner if you wanted. You could use Prep All if you want to. But just a little bit of a leftover reducer from something you've done is more than sufficient to clean up the surface just a little bit. Just a rag, a little bit of reducer, clean rag, and a little bit of reducer, and just wipe it down. Well, a relatively clean rag, yes it is. It's clean, it's just stained from days of old. So anyways, you take a little bit of reducer on your rag, and you just wipe it down where you're going to put your body filler at. It's just something to clean it up with. dry it up a little bit with another part of it. And voila. Like I say, you can use a little bit of lacquer thinner, you can use Prep-All, you can use just wax and grease remover if you want, but anything to kind of clean the metal a little bit, give you a little cleaner surface to work with, and you should be alright. I also go ahead and I take another clean rag, just another dry clean rag, and I wipe over it again just in case there's anything that might be some type of residue or anything left. This is okay. This isn't too bad. Yeah, didn't seem to really have anything on it. So anyways, you don't want to overdo it with the reducer because it does have lacquer thinner and things like that in it. So it will actually eat some of the paint, but that's why you just do it like real quick just to clean it, and then you dry it up just in case there's any residue left. Dry it up with an extra clean rag. Okay, I went ahead and mixed up my body filler. So we're just gonna do a quick little skimming over it. I didn't have much in that can, but this will be the first little layer anyways, so it won't really matter that much. Like I say though, you just want these in thin little layers. Thin layers will actually work much better than trying to glop on a thick layer and get it all done in one shot. So keep it relatively thin. Like I say, it's just a quick thin layer. And then so I'm not wasting this, right there in that one spot up there that needs to have filler in it, and go ahead and put another layer over top because it'll be just fine. It will stick. Like I say, it's better than wasting it. Put it someplace else. Okay, well, that's about it for that. That'll have to be sanded down, obviously, but yeah, it's never gonna hurt anything to put a little bit over the top of some primer. It doesn't hurt it. Primer is made to make things stick, so it's not gonna hurt anything. Pardon me. But anyways, first little layer. Better get that off there. We're gonna try to keep this sharp stuff off of here as much as possible. Dang it. Come on, stop acting up. Anyways, like I say, you can tell already it looks much better. I'd say it'd probably be good with 2 coats. Might actually do it, but we'll see. I'll have to sand this coat down, and then we'll do another coat and see where we stand. So I'm gonna give this some time to dry. I'm gonna check out that other piece that I'm needing to put in too. While I was waiting on that to dry, I went ahead and finished that up, fixed that up, welded it in and stuff. So that's ready for some filler. And up here, this has started cracking from where I was trying to pull these dents out. I have a homemade dent puller. It's about 1.5 pounds. I really do guess I need to get an actual dent puller. I tried to pull that out. That didn't work. This worked though. I got enough force on it to actually get it to work a little. So now I gotta weld in them holes, and I'm gonna have to weld in those holes, and I think I'm gonna fill that in with some weld. And I may do the same thing here, being I have to weld in those holes. I may just weld it all in best I can, and then grind it down, and then throw a little skimming over it. So anyways, that's what I was doing while I was waiting for this to dry, so I can, but I'm not going to be able to run the sander. It's pretty late, and I'm not the rude neighbor. I try not to be the rude neighbor. So anyways, that's going to be it for now. I also started this over here. I got this stiffened up quite a bit, actually, because it was split here and it was pretty messed up, but I went ahead and welded in a piece back there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish this up tonight, actually, because there won't be any grinding or sanding or anything. I'm gonna actually underlay this. I'm gonna put a backer piece back in behind here, and just piece it in and back it. And then there's this hole here that I'm gonna have to put a piece behind, and I'm gonna fill it in. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shape all my pieces and get them ready, get them welded in. And see, this bottom piece here is gonna be, I'm gonna have to put my lip on there, but also here I'm gonna have to have a double layer so that I can have a bolt hold. So this is gonna have to be like a folded piece, and that way I have my bolt hold. But I'll have to get everything pre-shaped and pre-ready to go, and then I'll put my bracket back on. And once I get my bracket back on, then I'll be able to know where the hole goes, and then I'll mark it, and then I'll drill it out before I weld it in, so that I got it all ready to go. And then that way it'll be dead on where it's supposed to go, because it should go in a certain place. It is actually just a brace post, but like I say, you still want them on there so it doesn't flop around. But like I say, just doing what I did just a little while ago, it was enough to like stiffen it up quite a bit, actually. So anyways, I'll get to working on all that, and then I'll show you guys some more tomorrow. I'm actually trying to spend as much time on this as I can, and trying to get it further along. I still got to work on the door. The door needs to be fixed down at the bottom. I had it kind of fixed once, but yeah, anyways, it sort of rusted back through and stuff because I didn't do it right, and I didn't use sealer primer. I just used regular primer. But with this bed, I'm gonna save this bed. After I get this side done, I'll start on the next side. There's actually going to be stuff that needs done to the floor. First of all, it'll have to have new cross braces on it, and then there's going to be like this section back here will need to be fixed, and then part of the floor will actually need to be fixed. I need to get a truck bed, anyways, I'll need to get a tailgate. I'll need a truck bed. Anyways, I'll need to get a tailgate, an actual tailgate, not this little homemade one out of wood. But then I'll have to replace the hinges and stuff like that, because those are pretty rusted. That's the main reason. See, this one over here is pretty messed up. I'll have to replace those. They actually sell those. I may replace those too. I'm not really sure. They don't actually look too bad, even though it's kind of dark and you can't hardly see that one. But anyways, so far, yeah, we're doing pretty good on this side. I'm gonna get more done. Oh no, wow, didn't notice that. I'll see if I can get that popped out with my homemade dent puller, or if anything, I'll fill it in with some weld. But actually, I think I'll be able to pop that out quite a bit with the homemade dent puller. Anyways, I'm gonna get to shaping my pieces for this part down here, and I'll have more on the S10 project tomorrow. Well, guys and gals, I want to thank you guys for watching, and you know, this is going to be kind of a long process, so there's going to be lots more going on with these videos. There's going to be a lot more videos on this. I'm actually trying to hammer this out pretty quick. Like I say, that this one side is just like a tenth of all the stuff that I have to do with this bed to save it. Plus I need to work on this door too. I also need new hinge pins and bushings and pin bushings for this door too, because it kind of sags and it's messing that up. So there's kind of no point in me fixing that upper part until the door stops hitting it and scraping it. I also need to put that cab corner in. I've had that screwed on there and sitting on there for a long time. That was like the first part I got for this truck, like 8 years ago, or 9, however long ago it was since I've had it. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you. Peace out.